Hey guys, Joe Jordy here at BlackBerry.com. I'm here with Sebastien Marineau, SVP Software for BlackBerry. And we are here once again with you. We saw you in San Jose, and we talked to you a little bit about a lot of where's BlackBerry going in the future, a lot of great questions. So it's good to have you here.
It's great to be here
with us.
I hope you guys are enjoying the show.
We are.
A lot of exciting news.
Yeah, my voice is starting to kind of go away right now, so hopefully I can hang on to it, for the duration of the event. But we got a lot of cool questions for you today, Sebastien. So let's go ahead and lead it up to BlackBerry 10. What was it like for the BlackBerry team? How, the intensity-wise, and leading up to that launch and making a successful launch. Go into that a little bit for us.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we met last in October. We're still working on BlackBerry 10. We're getting closer and closer to launch, obviously. Yeah. But I have to say that it was probably one of the most intense experience. It was the most intense experience in my life, and probably for a lot of my team, as we worked basically through October, November, December, worked through the holidays, lined up and just perfect for the launch. So getting every feature, every detail right for the launch. So a lot of really hard work went into it, but it was exciting. And in the end, we had an awesome launch on January, as you know. So.
Yeah, we were there for that event, and it was definitely exciting.
A moment of pride. I think a lot of people, BlackBerry within the company helped basically deploy white events at every site for everyone to watch the launch, and I think everyone was just it's a mixture of pride and emotion and having achieved something that we all thought was was like climbing Everest.
Yeah, and I know, especially in Canada, it was like a huge ordeal, especially in Waterloo and the hometown and everything like that. Everybody it was like parades. I heard was going on.
Actually, the whole town was decorated for the launch. It was the support that the community showed us.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was once in a lifetime.
So I want to talk a little bit about QNX because a lot of people, I think, might necessarily be able to grasp, between the difference between QNX and BlackBerry 10 and where they stand with each other.
Right.
And it's basically QNX is going to continue to develop on its own direction, and then BlackBerry 10 will continue to develop. Are they one and the same, or explain that a little bit?
So think of it as QNX and BlackBerry are one and the same, right? And we have a single software team and a single platform that is being built that we call BlackBerry 10. Now, at the foundation of BlackBerry 10 is the QNX operating system, the QNX kernel, right? And that remains. We continue to develop that actively. And that's developed, obviously, in parallel with middleware, with SDKs, with applications, with UI frameworks, and so on. Because of the the modularity of QNX, which we take into BlackBerry 10, what we have is we have BlackBerry 10 as a platform, and then we can take BlackBerry 10 as a platform that goes into a handset. So BlackBerry 10 minus the UI, we replace the UI with one that's appropriate for automotive. We can take that to the automotive market. We might replace other elements and take it to other vertical markets. So think of it really as a single platform that we can then repurpose or reinstantiate.
That's really cool. Markets. Is that going to make it easier to with going on and I guess with integration, like you're saying, it makes it easier as well?
And the advantage so what QNX brings to the table is really the ability to take that platform and adapt it to these different form factors and processors and so on that are found in different embedded applications like cars, mobile devices. We talk about wind turbines and so on.
The next question here, something more personal for you. We'd like to know a little bit more about you. We want to know, what's your favorite feature for BlackBerry 10?
What's my favorite feature for BlackBerry 10?
That's a tough question. But.
Well, so I would say, the two things that I spend the most time in are definitely Hub and BBM.
Oh yeah.
So in terms of the favorite let me talk about the favorite app. I definitely spend a lot of time on BBM, and it's interesting when we talked about BBM users spend on average an hour and a half every day on BBM. I thought, well, there's no way to spend that much time chatting. But actually, I probably spend more time than that because I use it to communicate with work extensively.
Yeah.
So I love BBM. I love Hub and I love the integration.
Yeah.
I would say that the third feature that I probably use the most is the calendar.
Okay.
And just as someone that has meetings that are booked back to back and so on, then calendar features are great. The ability to have meeting invites directly to phone calls, the ability to find related emails and documents that relate particularly to a calendar invite I use.
I got a good question for you. Z10 or Q10?
Z10 or Q10? That's a really good question. So it's interesting because I've been using a Z10 since last summer, and I really got used to Z10, the virtual keyboard at a large screen. I love it. And when I first went back to a keyboard, I've been using a keyboard for a decade. When I first went back to a keyboard, honestly, it felt unnatural. It took me a few weeks to adapt and get back to it. To really.
What keyboard do you like better, the Q10 or which one can you go
the Q10?
Faster? Can you type faster on the Q10 or?
I can. Well, it's interesting. I can type faster, I think, now on the Q10, but I still go back and forth between them, and I love them for different reasons. Right, the Q10 for the keyboard, the Z10 with larger screen, and because I have the opportunity to test devices, I can carry it obviously, and I go back and forth between them. So I couldn't actually answer the question of which one I love more. I'm privileged in that I can actually have both.
Yeah. And you probably have some other hidden, secret device, maybe that we're going to check out after this video.
We are working on future devices. You're right, and we do.
You guys mentioned
test
that,
them internally,
and that's all you guys. I know Torsten said something about another flagship device coming out this next winter or something like that. So
at Christmas. So
are we going to be amazed?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So new devices, new software, new features. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Well, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Well,
nice meeting you again, Sebastien.
Great to be here, Joe. Thank you very much.